Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle. Are you ready for a great show tonight?
We're going to keep the show rolling with your next pastor comedian. I wasn't a pastor, but you know. All right, with your next guy, please put your hands together for the very funny Larry Allen.
Hey, I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you coming out for our graduation. Graduation is usually a time for gifts. I hope you came prepared. Maybe, just maybe, you could get your waitress or your server to break a large bill down into singles and just throw them up on the stage. Or if you're really daring, you could maybe stick them somewhere. Maybe in a fat roll. Hey, speaking of your waitress, you know, they work for tips. Being in a room full of Baptists is going to be a hard place for them to be tonight. They count on the crowd getting loaded and tipping good. So you're going to have to make up for that somehow and tip them real well. Come to think of it, maybe you should get loaded, then we'd be funny. So drink up. Some of you probably don't know, my whole name is Larry Q. Allen. The Q is an interesting word. A lot of people want to know what the Q stands for. When I was in grade school, the boys used to always ask, what's the Q stand for, queer? After I got done beating the crap out of them, I told them it stood for quick-tempered. They also called me Baby Huey. Yeah, I didn't think it was funny either. They called me that because even back then I was the premium package. I've always been a big boy, always worn the husky jeans. And I have learned, I don't know if you know it or not, but the most discriminated people against in America are fat people. You would know that if you were fat. We are the most discriminated people in the world. And, that really bothers me because, it's hurtful, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah. So I went to my doctor and talked to her about my weight, and she said, well, sir, let me describe it like this. Pretend you are a car built for four. It's a very comforting thing for your doctor to say. Well, you're a car hauling 10. But she ran a few tests and sure enough found out I do have an eating disorder. I'm a dysfunctional bulimic. I can eat, but I can't puke. Every day the Today Show does a show about fat people as though we're the plague. They're always telling you how you can lose weight, how you can eat healthy, how you can exercise for better health and all that business. Well, here's what I know. The Center for Disease Control says that 62.9% of all Americans are overweight. Now, here's my issue. Number one, why is the Center for Disease Control concerned about my weight? Is it a disease? And the second thing that bugs me about the Center for Disease Control studying my weight is I thought they did things that were contagious. So I suppose now I'm contagious. You people are in the spit zone. You're in trouble. You might want to go ahead and let out your belt. So, the second thing I have about that, if 62.9% of Americans are overweight, you know what? That's normal. That's right. Fat people are normal. You skinny people are abnormal. You're freaks. For heaven's sakes, get a little weight on you. We need a Today Show program that'll talk about how can you beef up a little bit. Skinny people are always concerned about their health. They're always jogging, and I would contend that jogging is bad for you. Every year in America, over 100 people fall dead of a heart attack while they're jogging. You get hit by cars while you're jogging. Everybody ever knew that ran has bad knees. Did you see the story a couple of weeks ago? A little girl, 12-year-old girl jogging up in Cadillac got mauled by a bear. Terrible story. When's the last time you heard about a guy on the couch getting hit by a car and mauled by a bear? Yeah, I'm the premium package and I'm proud of it, frankly. I'll be honest with you. You know, there have been some outstanding stars on this stage. This is where my cousin Tim Allen got his start here, right here on this stage. All the big name comics that I can't frankly remember right now have been on this stage. And so now that I'm a famous comic, I've decided that I'm going to use my fame to get on the ABC program Shark Tank. Shark Tank. You ever watch that show? People are promoting a product that they want those folks to help them market. Well, I've got a foolproof product that I think is going to make lots of money. Every year in America, the pet industry earns $55 billion. That's right, Americans spend $55 billion on their pets every year. And I've got a device that's going to play into that market. I have invented the Larry Q Neutinator. The Neutinator is a do-it-yourself neuter kit. That's right, you can neuter your dog or your cat in the comfort of your own home. The Neutinator kit comes in two kits. There's one for dogs and one for cats. It's a very simple device of the Neutinator. Imagine, just get in your mind, imagine, if you will, a pair of bolt cutters. No, don't get carried away. There's nothing here that will cut. It just sort of pinches, you know. You bring it together and it's got these knuckles here that just kind of pinch. That's all. Imagine you've got a pair of grapes. And there's stems holding the grapes. The Neutinator, the Larry Q Neutinator, it just pinches the stem, that's all. Does no harm, no harm to the grape, just pinches the stem. Before you know it, though, you don't have grapes anymore, you have raisins. Now, the cat version I really like, it comes with an extra piece. It's got a little piece that the cat, when you start messing with his grapes, grabs hold of with his claws. And when you put the pressure on the Larry Q Neutinator, that cat just, and in one fell swoop, he has jerked his claws out. You have neutered him. In one motion, you've declawed and neutered your cat. You know, you might think of some alternate uses for the Neutinator. If you've got a teenage daughter, you might put one in her purse. Or if your daughter is dating a particularly lousy clown and he's coming over to pick her up, you lay the Neutinator out on the coffee table, have the instructional DVD playing on the television, he's going to behave himself. The other day when I was driving over class, I've got the red light, I see it, don't come get me. I was driving over here for class and I saw a vanity plate, true. It said KDS BRK. KDS BRK. And I thought to myself, lady, if your kids are barking, you need the Larry Q Neutinator. I'm Larry Q Allen. I am the premium package, and the Q stands for quality.